Hello friends. Today's first game will be subscribe and turn on notifications. Whoever fails to do so will be eliminated. Let's play subscribe and turn on notifications. First, we'll need a can of my favorite snack. They're so delicious. Once we have devoured the whole can, we'll need to clean it very well. The guards with shapes for faces don't like things to be dirty. We'll have to be careful. With a sharp box cutter, slice the upper part of the Pringles can using the bottom of the yellow stripe as a guide. Take out the ruler with your Jedi Force, hold that pin towards you, and then take the cap off with your teeth to look cool, or like a mangy dog. After marking the center with a cross, make a small hole with the help of your drill. Find the exact drill bit we need, put it in place, and drill that can. Be careful not to break the can or you will be eliminated. Get it? Like the honeycomb scene. I really like that Korean show. Heat a nail until it becomes as black as your soul. Then pierce the plastic lid using the bottom of the can as a base. Let this piece rest for a moment and start with the mechanical part of this fun game. Please be patient because although the idea is still a game, I'll just say that the difficulty of this system has increased considerably. Are you ready? Strip the wires and connect each one to a pin on the motor that's inserted into the can. Put it aside and take out the professional toolbox in which we should have a drill bit like the one you see on the screen. Close the box and put it away again. Insert the drill bit into our good friend, the drill, to make a hole in one side of the container. Through it, you should be able to insert both ends of the cable from the motor. We told you that one of the rules was that it was forbidden to talk to the police, but their car may be of use to us. After dismantling the police car and making the corresponding connections, apply super glue inside the container to join and hide the electronic board together with the batteries. This way, our diabolical doll will be able to turn around whenever she wants. Speaking of which, we need to create her, and for that, we'll need the cheap and accessible 3D printer. What's a few $1,000s? First, we'll make the head separately from the base. Then we'll make all the other body parts like the legs and arm. Gather all the pieces in one place and get out your artist tools as we're going to make this macabre doll a work of art. Let's start out with carrot orange for the schoolgirl dress. Make sure that the paint gets into all the crevices in the clothes. Continue with the nacho cheese yellow, and so on with the other colors. Have I told you that when I was in college, I was part of an art club for a long time? Art being one of my many talents. I painted tons of things for school shows and exhibits, but the teacher always scolded me for talking too much or because I confused my classmates and made them paint their pictures wrong. Hi, Teacher Ariel. Look at me. I'm on YouTube. We're almost done assembling all of the parts of our Frankenstein doll. Apply glue to its feet and attach it to the lid of the container. Look, she's alive! Find 2 mini baby syringes and remove the supports. Then create 2 holes one above the other with the small drill. Put a wire through each of the holes in both syringes. With a sharp box cutter, slice off the excess from the supports. Bring back our dear friend the doll and make a couple of cuts in the shape of the cross on the side of the can to be able to insert both supports, which will work as launchers for the players that are eliminated. And block the opening like you do when you eat beans and clog the toilet. These foam darts will help us eliminate the players. Cut off the blue part, leaving only the orange rubber piece, and attach it to the syringe by inserting it onto the liquid outlet that we have just plugged. Roll up the body of our new projectile in foam using the color of your choice. Put these onto the launching devices. They look deadly. Now, let's assemble the base of our little toy. For this, we'll need to cut a large rectangle of cardboard that we'll measure with the help of our cutting mat. Make the necessary connections between the wires from our little Korean doll to energy transformer. I think. Get 2 snap-on cables from your electronics box and connect them as shown on the screen. Find some switches that already have connections made and connect the loose end to the excess wire of both transformers. So that this doesn't become a mess, glue all of the pieces in place and install the battery. What a beautiful electric circuit. This is the pinnacle of my inventions. I'm just so happy. Pass me the handkerchief. Put some perfume inside the darts and reattach them. It wouldn't be one of my inventions if it didn't contain popsicle stick. Use a pencil and a ruler to mark the stick at 5 and 10 centimeters where we'll cut with the scissors. We'll also need more soda caps or preferably water bottle caps to take care of our health. Remember that the Christmas holidays are coming up and we tend to put on weight like a stuffed turkey around then. With the compass open to the necessary measurement and the pin attached, draw a couple of circles on a disposable party plate. Cut the 2 circles perfectly with a pair of scissors. The secret is to turn the plastic piece as you cut. Look how beautiful! Glue 1 circle to each side of a cap, then make a central hole on each side using a very hot soldering iron. This part will be the gear that moves the belt system. Drill a hole in both popsicle sticks to be able to insert a thinner stick into them, followed by our gear and one more popsicle stick. To prevent them from coming off, apply hot glue on the protruding sticks to create a boundary. Cut the leftover pieces of the stick with pliers and look for a few more water bottle caps, which will pierce and attach 2 more plastic circles. Insert the toy motor through the hole and secure the pivot on the inside with super glue. Apply more glue to the edge of the lid and stick on the other piece of plastic. Drill a hole in the other popsicle stick and place it on the smaller stick. Then finish by sealing it with glue. All this has to be attached following a specific structure, without which none of this would work. After gluing the pieces one in front of the other, attach a thin piece of wood vertically to the motor, followed by a horizontal piece of wood. Everything else will be put together just by the magic of creativity, like in the movie Fantasia 2000, where Mickey Merlin made all its supplies clean by themselves. Only here it won't end in an uncontrolled disaster. What do you mean you haven't seen that movie? It's not that old. It came out barely 20 years ago. To assemble the bands, cut a couple of rubber bands and tie them together to make them longer. Installation is very easy and straightforward. Just attach them to both rotating gears. Once all of them are installed, begin to arm the entire activation system for each of the players based on batteries, cables, and buttons. You know, a connection here, a connection there. Enough batteries to give away and quality tests. Even Harvard engineers should bow down to me. To make sure that none of this will slip out of place, glue everything to the cardboard base with our favorite super glue. Let's close the device and print out a few green images which we'll pretend are grass. Cut out all of the images and with a glue stick form a mosaic on a piece of cardboard the same size as the base. These small magnets will be what help us move the doll. With the help of some tape, attach the magnets to the rubber bands so that the players can move. Let's create 3 circular cardboard bases and glue the magnets to them. In this case, to match the show, we painted them all in snot green. Look at the mobility test. Not even a track star can move that fast. Create a groove on the cardboard cover so that the diabolical doll can turn easily. Print images of rural scenery like what we see when we leave the city. Install the landscape and test that everything works without any issues. With a sharp object, make 3 holes for the switches. And with this, we'll be ready. And if you want to give it a special touch, you can name each button and create the strange guards from the show. I really thought their mask represented something from PlayStation. Let the Hunger Games begin. Ah, no, these have to do with a squid, right? They sound familiar. We have a half-witted young man, a good-natured old man, and a rather nimble girl. Player number 2 eliminated. He was so young. You could challenge your friends and whoever wins eats for free. But whoever loses, on the other hand, would be punished with a humiliating challenge. Do you want to play? Thanks for watching our inventions made out of household items today. Follow my channel if you'd like to learn more about making simple yet incredible inventions. Also, click on the link to see more videos about my amazing inventions. Click on the link to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial.